My name is Kerry Garnier, and I am a stress management consultant. I'm also a secondary school teacher with the Toronto District School Board. And I'm putting together this video for two reasons. First of all, I'd like to teach you the mechanism of EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as tapping. But I'd also like to specifically target it to stress for teachers in the classroom. So that's my focus as a consultant. And I've been working with teachers. What I am noticing is that it seems like stress is getting worse. It used to be that the most stressful time for teachers were those first 5 years of teaching as you were getting yourself established. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now I'm finding that even teachers in their 5 to 10 years of teaching are very stressed, and even beyond 10 years. I was just talking with a client the other day who I had helped about 8 months ago. And he's a seasoned teacher. He's 20 plus years in the classroom. So he's not new. This isn't his first rodeo. And last year he was experiencing the most challenging class of his teaching career. And his normal coping skills were not enough. To the point where he was actually considering, is it time for early retirement? So I actually sat him down. I said, look, do this thing with me that I do. And we spent about an hour together working in gold standard EFT, which means using his experience in his words. And after that hour, he had turned the corner. He had released stress and stress triggers, and he was able to go back into that classroom, practically a new teacher. And because he had changed so dramatically, the classroom also shifted accordingly. And I, was talking to them the other day, and he said, Kerry, you have no idea how you saved my teaching life. And I said, okay, well, what had you tried before? And he said, well, I had tried anger management, I had tried therapy, I'd even tried medication. And I said, well, why did that not work? And this, why did it work? And this is what he said to me. He said, well, the other things were like Band-Aid solutions, whereas the EFT was like, and these were his words, it was like a genuine neuro reprocessing. I love that language because, first of all, I'm a math, computer science person. So that language makes sense to me. But also because we now have the research to show that, in fact, EFT does allow us to efficiently and effectively begin to change our neural pathways. I'm not going to get into all that today. I actually want you to experience some tapping. So in order to have an effective experience, I kind of want to trigger you a little bit. I want you to feel stressed. So you may not be feeling stressed right now, but I'm going to start to list stressors for teachers. And as you hear these things, allow yourself to feel the stress from your classrooms. So here we go. Here's my list. I find that balancing school and home to be very stressful. I have 2 kids of my own and I'm a single parent. So in order to get all the school stuff done and all the home stuff done and all the activities done, I find that incredibly stressful. I also find that sometimes I'm challenged by teacher morale in the building. A lot of teachers are suffering and they just can't be that happy presence I would love them to be. Sometimes I find there's too many initiatives, and many of them sort of come top down, so it's not like I have control. Classes are too big, and there's too many different levels of programming in some classes, and there's too many exceptionalities in some classrooms, and there's too many needs of our students in front of us. Sometimes they're not in the classroom. They're hanging out in the hallways. They're in the stairwells. They're in front of the school getting into trouble. This is all very stressful for all of us. I'm also finding that it is harder to engage them. They are a more disengaged group of people. They are more attached to their cell phones than they are to learning, and that can be very stressful. What else? Sometimes you have issues with colleagues. Sometimes you have issues with administration. There's just too many things to do. There's extracurriculars, there's forms, there's administration. It's not like we have time to prep during our prep time because we're running around doing all of the other things we need to do. The days start at 7 a.m. and they don't end till midnight. We start at the end, the beginning of September, and we don't end till the end of June. So hopefully your stress is now a bit triggered. I hope so, because that's my hope, is that we can now do some tapping and you can feel the relief of that. Before we tap, I want you to check in with yourself though. How stressed are you feeling on a scale from 0 to 10? 0 being not stressed at all and 10 being off the charts stress. Where are you? Also, do you feel it in a part of your body? I tend to feel my stress in my throat and in my lungs. I know other people feel it in their shoulders, down their back. Some people feel it in their stomach as an upset stomach. So if you can tell where you feel it in your body, take note of that as well. So number and part of body. Okay, so we're going to just start tapping. This is bronze level. We're not going to use any words. We're just going to get familiar with the points. First one is the side of the hand. I'm just tapping 5 to 7 times. Not too soft, not too hard. You should feel it, but it shouldn't hurt. Now come up to the beginning of the eyebrow where the hair starts. You can tap one side, both sides, the other side, whatever feels comfortable. Now come around to the side of the eye, right on the bone. You might need to move glasses out of the way if you have glasses. Come under the eye, right on the bone again. Tap there. Under the nose. On the chin. This is sort of the indentation between the lip and the chin. Next is the collarbone. So find those protruding bones there and then go about 2 centimeters diagonally out and down. Tap there. Some people like to use a fist and thump right across or put their hands like a C and pretend that they're cupping a tie knot and tap like that. Then we go under the arm. It's about 10 centimeters under the armpit. Tap there. I tend to put my fingers in a vertical line so I know I'm hitting the spot. Last spot, top of head. I kind of do a circle there. This is great for the hairdo. Let's do it again. Side of hand, eyebrow, side of eye, under eye, under your nose, chin, collarbone, under the arm. You might feel that you're getting some releases, which could feel like a burping sensation, could be yawning. Yawning is a great release of energy. Could be tearing of the eyes. These are all signs that the tapping is working. Collarbone, under the arm. Remember, the side doesn't matter. Some people do both at the same time. And top of head. Now just take a breath there. And check in. Where is your stress now? What was your number? Did it go up? Did it stay the same? Did it go down? Even if it went up, that means we're moving the energy, which is a good thing because then you're right ready for it to go down. How does that part of your body feel? Does it feel looser? Does it feel lighter? Does it feel better? So note your new number, and now we're going to try some silver tapping. I'd say my number had been about a 5. I'm now down to about a 3. Silver tapping is when we add in words, and I'm going to do a script, and you're going to repeat it. So it won't be your exact words. That would be gold level if we were working one-on-one. But silver level, we're working with a script. It's a similar situation, so you should still be getting great benefit. I'm going to use my situation, and we start with the setup phrase, which goes like this. Even though my situation, I, something positive. And the traditional something positive statement is, I love and accept myself anyway. Now, it doesn't have to be that. It could be, I'm still a really good teacher. It could be I'm open to this changing positively. It could even be I love my cat. Anything positive can work there. But because this is a script, we're going to stick with the traditional. Try it out, see how it feels. I'm going to say where I'm feeling the stress in my body. You can say my body part, or you can change my words and put in your own body part. Both will be effective. So here we go. Repeat after me. Say it out loud, because the more senses we engage, the more effective this work is. Even though I'm feeling stress in my throat, I love and accept myself anyway. Now we're going to repeat that. Even though I'm feeling stress in my throat, I love and accept myself anyway. And one more time. Even though I'm feeling quite a bit of stress in my throat, I love and accept myself anyway. Now up to the eyebrow, and we're just going to tap around. All this stress in my throat. When I think about my teaching, there are so many stressors, so many kids in my classroom, so many levels of programming, so much work to be done. I'm on the go from 7 a.m. till midnight. I'm on the go from the beginning of September to the end of June. It's a lot, and I find it very stressful. And I'm finding the kids are harder to engage. I'm finding it harder to get them off their cell phones and into the learning. I'm also finding I have so many needs in front of me. So many emotional needs that I just can't meet. And I feel like sometimes I'm burning out. All this stress that I'm feeling. Feeling the stress in my throat. I can feel the low teacher morale at school. I can feel the stress of management. There's a lot of stress. Aware that I just can't do it all. There's so much work trying to balance between home and school. Trying to get everything done on my prep period is just not possible. I'm always taking home my marking, which I can't always get to, so I lug it back the next day. All this stress. Okay, so that was 3 rounds of tapping. Take another deep breath. And check in. Did your number change? Is it going down? When we hit 5 or lower, that's an excellent time to start tapping in some positive stuff. So we don't want to leave everybody in the negative. That's not the most desirable situation. So now I'm going to start to, for me, I'm down about a 2 now. I'm feeling much less stress. So I'm ready to start tapping in the positive. If you're not there yet, if you find your stress is still up about 7 or so, I would say stop this video, go back and do that other tapping again to see if you can get down to 5 or less. So we're going to pretend we are, and we're going to keep going. So now I'm going to do my setup statement, but I'm going to add in some positive things that I want to start happening. So repeat after me. Even though I'm still feeling some stress, I love and accept myself anyway, and I'm opening to calm and peace. Again, even though a part of me is still feeling stressed, I love and accept all of me, and I'm open to feeling calm and peace. One more time. Even though part of me is still feeling stressed, I love and accept all of me, and I'm open to feeling calm and peace. Part of me still feels stress. I can still feel it in my throat, but I'm opening to calm and peace. I still feel like I can't meet all the needs of my students, but I'm opening to calm and peace. I'm opening to doing what I can do. Still too much work to do. Still on the go from 7 a.m. to midnight. But I'm opening to calm and peace. I'm opening to simple ways to recharge myself. I may not know what that is yet, but I'm open to ideas. I'm open to inspiration. I'm open to hearing the right messages from friends or colleagues. It's still very, very stressful. That does not feel like it's going to change. But I'm open to calm and peace. I'm open to finding new and different ways to handle stress. Still stressful. Still too many students with too many needs. Open to calm and peace. I'm open to that idea that my calm will help my students somehow. I may not know what that means yet, and that's okay. Just open to releasing the stress, open to calm and peace, open to even beginning to enjoy myself as a teacher. Not solving all these stress problems, just opening to calm and peace, opening to reconnecting with enjoying being a teacher, acknowledging the stress, opening to calm and peace. Take a breath there. So, where's your number now? Did it go down? If you found this effective, this is a tool. To get started, it's very, very simple. It can do amazing things though, beyond what we've done here. Stress management is just the tip of the iceberg. If you are intrigued and would like to know more, please, please, please contact me. Please send me an email at kerry@kerrygarnier.com. That's spelled Kerry at KerryGarnier.com. The other thing I'd like to tell you is to drink water. When you do tapping energy work, you need to drink water, so do that. If this was effective for you, please, please contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And if you would like to know more or to go more deeply into what is possible, I would love to have a one-on-one conversation. Please let me know. Take care.